Hi friends, this is Chris. Welcome back to the channel. So Threads is here, and if you remember, this is Mark Zuckerberg's and Meta's challenge to Elon Musk's Twitter. You can actually look at the website here. It's threads.net, and again, that's .net. And this is actually kind of a clever animation, and then you have a little QR code which will take you to the app. If you go to threads.com, I don't know what this is, some sort of Slack thing, I guess competitor to Slack. So we'll close that, but I'm sure their website is going to get a ton of hits. And this is my Instagram. It's interesting because my Instagram handle or username, or you want to say, or ID, which is Norland, my last name, transforms directly over to Threads. And it's interesting because when you sign up for Threads, it's basically takes over all of your data. So you can get your profile picture, your name, your username, all over to Threads. So it's actually really quite easy. And one of the things that I was hearing about the last couple of days is Threads has been actually really aggressive in reaching out to big social media influencer people, trying to get them to, thread out something. I was going to say tweet out, but it's a thread out, which is actually a pretty clever title. It was interesting. I would be curious all the different types of titles that they were looking at. Their logo, which is that little squiggly line up here, I do like it. I think it's pretty good. It's very, very simple. And I've already been testing it out a bit. You can see here I've threaded out a couple of things. Hashtags don't seem to be working. Looks like you're able to do links though, fine. And then I noticed too with the photo, like this is my dinner from yesterday. There's no photo editing options at the moment, and I can either report a thread or link a thread. That's on the web. On my phone, I do believe, let me just check here. I think I have the option to delete a thread. Let me see. Yes, I can delete it. I can also hide the like count, and then who can reply? You can make it public, profiles you follow, or mention only. Oh, I can mention people. Let me try that. So I bet you I can mention Zuckerberg. I'm just testing stuff out here. At Zuck, so we'll just do this. Actually, can I do? And you can't write on the web. It looks like, yeah, I cannot. What is this function here? To get the app, copy a link. Yeah. Oh, the other thing is you don't need to have an account to see links. So this is what it looks like if you link to someone's thread. If you don't have an account, it just looks like this. I was looking at Zuckerberg's thing, and I think you can mention him. And actually, I'll just test it here. I was just saying that as actually so this is. So we do at Zuck. Yeah. So that looks like the add function works fine. I can't demonstrate it on the computer here. I'm just using my phone. So there is a difference between the web and the phone app. When you click on his profile, you get his picture. I don't know if you get any. Oh, that takes you right to his Instagram. So that's integrated. You can see that there. There's Zuckerberg. I did notice, though, a little bit of bugs with the web interface. So, for example, it's slow. And also, too, sometimes if you click on it, it'll disappear. So let's see if if it works this time. So I'm clicking on it here. Oh, okay, now it works. But before it was slow. So I took a screenshot just in case. The other thing, too, I thought was interesting is how quickly people are jumping on this thing already. So word is getting out. So, for example, I have 11 followers. Which is not that. Actually, can I look at my followers? No, you can't. Okay, so that function of looking at your followers is not there. It also doesn't show how many people I'm following. It does show how many likes. So the functionality is limited at the moment, but I mean, you're talking about the people who, did Facebook, and they do WhatsApp, and they do Instagram. So I'm sure they can get the likes and all these things going. I think one of the reasons why probably they didn't get involved with this kind of stuff before is that was Twitter Space, and there's not really any really necessary reason to, try to compete with them. But now that Twitter is sort of going downhill, I guess Zuckerberg and the team do see an opportunity, and maybe they just don't, Mike Zuckerberg, maybe he just personally really doesn't like Elon and just wants to, play billionaire games and see if you can get Elon to lose, not just, 20 billion, but maybe the full 44 billion that he put on buying Twitter. So, the other thing too, I was thinking about with this thing, as of now, it's hard to search for stuff. So I was looking on my phone here. So when I do like search and I'll type in, we'll just type in like, we'll just do dog or whatever, like look for, if they want on dog photos, and all it shows right now are just usernames with with the word dog in it. Just for example, if I want to find cat photos. So searching for content is not very good on Threads right now, and finding kind of random stranger post is not a thing. So right now, the way it's set up is more like just people you're connected to. Unless I click on, actually, no, I take that back. Let's look at threads.net. That just takes me to dark mode. Oh, interesting. Okay. I didn't even know that was a thing. Actually, if I go on the home, nope, I take that back. So if we go on the home screen, it does look like you can get sort of like a general thread to follow people and that kind of stuff. So this is a lot of different people are just doing stuff that they normally do on Twitter. So, I'm kind of looking through this right now just as we speak, and I do feel like that I can see right here there's a lot of people with blue checks. So it looks like they did get a lot of big influencers on here to do that. So already, yeah, like I can see sports teams, famous people I can see, etc. And I'd be curious how the algorithm works, because right now, like, it's like recommending me New York City, like kind of random stuff here, all kinds of things. So love to hear your thoughts on this one. Also too, hey, follow me on Threads. I probably won't do this a whole bunch, but it looks literally the same as like a Twitter or Facebook, Instagram, that kind of stuff. So, do I need yet another social media thing? I already do YouTube all the time. That's enough for me. YouTube and Instagram is pretty good for me, but I'm not really on Facebook. I do LinkedIn actually occasionally. That's useful as well. It's different, and I'm actually quite curious if Microsoft or Google are going to try to jump in this thing. They probably don't want anything piece of it, because part of the problem with this whole social media stuff is you have to worry about compliance and other countries. You got to worry about, at least on some of these platforms, people putting out a whole bunch of inappropriate content, which leaves you open to a whole bunch of liability for any number of reasons. And that's sort of why, Twitter is being going downhill. And I get it. Some people are like, Chris, you just don't believe in free speech. I mean, I guess so. It's just that, when I go to these kind of sites, I don't really want to see adult content, because someone was mentioning that it's way past the sort of what would you say, not just people in bikinis. It's like really, really naughty stuff on Twitter now. So I'm not on Twitter, so I don't know. But I guess the thing, and the other problem with this, I think these social media companies is the spam bots, right? So that's a real thing. Because one of the things I don't like is if you get messages from any number of basically bots that try to ask credit card numbers, and they pretend they're some sexy hot chick. You guys know this. That's much of social media. I do think there is a place for social media, but sort of all of these future problems that we have, we need to solve. And what I mean by that is just like, how can you have social media to where we're not all just trolling each other all the time? And how can we have interaction with strangers that are real people and I guess fruitful and useful ways? Anyway, so going back to this though, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think Zuckerberg and the team are going to sync Elon and Twitter with this Threads account? Hop on, you can follow me, I'll follow you back, and we'll hang out together on Threads a bit. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next video.